Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so we are live and sorry about delay. My camera was not working. So now it's fine. So I think I can move it like this. Yeah. Okay. So Seema is with us and let's join and start. Okay, so let's add Seema. And first of all, welcome everyone to this Dev Talk. And I think Seema is, yeah, Kiran is also there. She is here now. Welcome, Seema.
Thank you, Sarthak, for inviting me.
Yes, yes. So, how was your day?
It's good.
It's good. Okay, so what are you currently working on? Like, yes, you got the job, but that's not what I'm talking. Like, is there anything else or what you're learning?
Yeah, I am updating myself. I am just learning other things that I'm interested in.
Okay,
So even if
that's
I got
nice.
a job, that doesn't mean that I just stop
Yeah,
learning
exactly.
other
That's
things.
why
Yeah,
I started with this. So, what exactly you are
yeah.
learning currently?
Right now, I am learning some APIs and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, how to make APIs and yeah.
in which framework?
I am using Postman, so it was
No,
quite
I mean
interesting for
language,
me.
language.
Language JavaScript,
Ah, Node.js.
JSON, JavaScript. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's great. So let's just start with your journey and tell us about like how you have started. Not IBM. I'm not talking about that. We will talk about it later. But how you
Okay,
started from college and then how you land up into coding. How you find the passion here, and then we will move quickly to IBM.
okay. So, um, it's like I was about 8 or 9 years old. I
Oh,
heard a word called software engineer. So,
that's
from my
great.
grandfather. So, he told me that there is something called software engineer and you will become one day. So, I thought
Oh.
it's quite interesting. So, I just I didn't know what's a software engineer, what it does, and what are the roles and responsibilities. Anything. I didn't know about coding. So I was only 8 years old. So and later I just pursued my career. I completed my 12th. Uh,
Yes.
After that, I was like, I need to learn some computer science. I need to go into that field. And as I was always curious about the things that happen on the internet, how these things work.
Mhm.
So I pursued my career in engineering. And yeah, initially coding part was not for me. I felt like that, and I was more into development. So
Mhm.
when I learned Linux in my BTech second year, so I was like, yes, this is the thing I want to learn. I mean,
Mhm.
this is the best thing. It was so amazing. So after that, I did an internship on cloud computing and DevOps. So these are the, most interested field. Yeah.
Okay. So, where are you exactly from? Like which city?
I'm from Rohtak, Haryana.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And you did your engineering and stuff so from there also.
No, I did my engineering from Jaipur.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Okay. So now you have a IBM job, and first of all, congratulations for having such an honorable job and to this like a
Thank you so
dream
much.
company. Yeah, it's like a dream company for every developer or everyone who think about being a software engineer. This is
Yeah.
like a final destination kind of thing. But yeah, obviously once you get there, journey starts. It's not a final destination.
Yes.
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 So but everyone want to be in a company like IBM. So what was your approach? And firstly, have you ever thought about having a job in IBM, and how you approach that?
Okay. Um, I don't know if I should say this or not, but when I was in my first year, so there used to be some banners in our college of for
Okay.
IBM. So I was like, no man, I'm never going to this company. I don't know
This is
why,
this. Yeah.
but yeah. But after 1 year, I realized that what IBM is working on. So
Mhm.
a year ago, I was not that aware of the things that IBM was working on. So later, I researched, and why I chose IBM is the values of IBM and the way I think are really almost same. So that's why I love this company. So yeah, and later we had pool campus. So that's
Mhm.
how I did the exams of IBM. Yeah.
So it's like a you got your job from a campus placement. Is it like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Almost.
Almost, yes. So,
Yeah.
how was your how was your interview? How is there? What was the interview phase like? How many interview do you did with IBM, or what was the kind of interviews? Tell us about that.
Okay. So before the interview, there was like 4 to 5, I guess, 4 rounds of exams. First was cognitive. That means there are some puzzles for our
Mhm.
like brain exercises, and we need to do as much as we can in a specific time. So it
Great.
was pretty easy for me at least. So I did many, and I just completed the first round. Then there was some personality test. So
Okay.
next was English, based on English, and yeah, it was quite good. And final round was coding round. There was only one coding question, and others were like 5 to 6 question of like DBMS OS networking.
Mhm.
These were
Mhm.
the questions,
Mhm.
and uh, they were just announcing the names. First, I thought they were just announcing the people that are selected. So there was
Uh,
not my name. I was like, my
oh.
test case just passed. My questions are really correct. How can it be possible that I am not selected? Later, my friend said that you are selected. So this was like that, and
So they have
I,
not announced your name on a first round.
no, it was like they were announcing which are not gonna go for the interview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got confused. I was like, oh my god, how can it happen? I was totally nervous.
So
So
how many students were there, and how many got selected on that first phase?
um, I think there were more than 1,000, I guess,
Okay, and more than 1,000.
because
And how
there
many got
were,
selected
yeah.
for the
I'm
first
not
phase?
sure about the interview process, but maybe
Just an
150,
approximate.
200, I guess.
Okay, so
200
1,000 to
maybe, I
200.
guess. I'm
Okay,
not sure.
20% approx.
Yes.
Yes, that's
After
good.
that,
Yeah. So yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Just wait. What was that
Yeah.
coding phase? Like you said, fourth one was coding, and there was one like real coding, other was coding related thing. So what was
Yes.
that language? In which language they asked question, and what was the question if you remember exactly?
Okay, so there are many languages, C, C++, Java, Python, any language you can use. I used Python, obviously. It's really easy to
Yeah,
implement in
interesting.
Python.
Okay.
And I don't really remember the question, but there was some mistake in the question, so I had to approach in a different way. So it took some time to trigger that error. So yeah, but it was
So yeah,
an easy question, I guess. Yeah.
it was easy question. Okay, okay. So that's done. Like four steps for phase one, and then what happened for 200 people on the same day? You got the next phase, or it was on another day?
No, the all the process, like 4 rounds, were on the first day, and the next day we have the interview. So I was the only one selected from my college, so I had to travel 50 plus kilometers to that college where I my interview
Interview.
was. Yeah,
So
so I had to
from
travel a lot.
200, you were the only one who got selected.
No, no, from my college.
Okay, from your college. Okay, okay, okay.
Yes,
That's good. That's
yes.
good. Okay, so you approached to interview, and then what happened?
Yeah, okay. So Um, firstly, I just reached there 1 hour ago. I don't know why. I didn't slept for like 2 days or so. But uh, the first interview was, I mean, the very first interview was of mine. So I was like,
Mhm.
whoa, that's really quick. And the interviewer, I was that time I was nervous,
Mhm.
and the winter's also there, so I was like shivering and all. So the interviewer was very frank. He said
Mhm.
that if you need something, you can just chill, it's okay, it's no need to worry and all. So I was like, no sir, I'm okay. So
Uh-huh.
after that, he reviewed my CV. He saw what are the things that I have done. He complimented that you have done Red Hat
Mhm.
certifications. I was like, yes, sir. So it was. He was not more concentrated on the certifications, but he asked me that the things that I have wrote in my CV are true or not, that I
Yeah.
know them or not. So that's the
Uh-huh.
main thing.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
he asked me about like I used to teach some of my juniors and friends. So I told him that yes, I can like teach. So he was like, yes, teach me as if I'm your student. So I was like,
Great.
okay. He asked me about Ansible, Docker, cloud computing services, and yeah, these were the main
Mm.
things that he asked me about, and I explained each and everything. And there were few detailed questions too, so I answered all of them. And yeah, this was the main interview part. Later, he asked me if I can work for 24/7. I was like, yes, of, of course I can. It's like, yes, I love
Uh,
my job, and I would do anything. Yeah.
that's great. So this was the final interview.
Yes, after that it was like HR. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so this is how you got IBM job. That's really really amazing. So currently, obviously, you are obviously working remotely, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes. Yes.
but obviously later you have to go some place like in at
Yes.
an office. So what's that city? Which city you opt in?
It's not decided yet because I
Okay,
haven't got my project. My training is going on. So after my training,
okay,
I will have an exam. After that, I will get an project and the location. So
okay. If you are comfortable, can you tell us about what kind of training you are getting, if you can reveal it?
okay. So first 5 days was like really oriented around the IBM values and everything. So how IBM works,
Exactly.
how the approach is. So we
Uh-huh.
learned everything, and yes, that was, I think, I mean, the corporate world we get to know, that was really amazing, and trainers are really good. I mean, they were just fantastic.
Hmm.
Many people in my training were have never spoken, like they were really nervous. So the trainers were really encouraging. They used to be
That's
like,
great.
I don't know, even I don't know how to speak, you can, and you are a superstar. That was really amazing. Yeah.
That's great.
And right now okay, after 5 days we had some design thinking and cloud and cognitive, and
Uh-huh.
uh, yeah, these were all the domains that we have taught. And right
Hmm.
now the domain specific training is going on.
Okay, that's great. So you were as a DevOps engineer there?
No, I'm
Then
application developer right now.
application developer. So what is an application developer?
Okay, so the domain I have got is Siebel integration. So that's a product of
IBM.
Oracle.
Okay,
Oracle,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a CRM domain. So
Okay, that's great. That's great.
yeah,
So, so yes, you had this, and what was your family's reaction when you got the job? And you told me that,
they
hey,
were
I got
happy.
IBM job.
Actually, I was at my home when I got the notification that I'm selected in IBM. So I was upstairs in my room and I got the
Okay.
email that I'm selected, and I just ran downstairs, told my mom that yes, I'm
Yeah.
selected in IBM. I was
Uh,
so happy.
okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, that also was a eureka moment. Yeah, you have done something, you achieved
Yeah,
something. That was the
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So yeah, so what next thing I want to know about from you? Like you said, you did the final interview with the CV oriented. Like they asked you about how you are genuine about your CV. So can you
Yes.
give some tips how to write a perfect CV, or what are the things you need to include, how it should look? Because many people are
Okay.
lacking there. Because
Yeah.
if someone is applying, the first thing is the CV, and if that is not the correct, that you will not go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So keep it only for one page, and don't exaggerate. Just the things that you know, and that is job oriented. So whatever there is the in the JD, that should be, I mean, most of the things that should be there,
Mhm.
and the basic things that need to be included in your CV are DSA and some programming language that you are
Mhm.
confident in. Other than that, include your projects.
Uh-huh.
If there is the GitHub link, include that. If your app is um,
Yeah.
uploaded on Play Store, include that link, because they need to know that your projects are not into local host. So
Uh-huh.
it will be a good impression if your projects are hosted somewhere. And
Exactly.
yeah, and include your socials, maybe GitHub, obviously GitHub, and you can include LinkedIn too.
Hmm.
But yeah, and education projects. If you did some certifications, include them.
Hmm.
Um, Other than that, yeah, any skills that you have, you can include that.
Okay. And what about the looks of CV? Like, is it going to be fancy, modern? Do we need to include some chart kind of thing? Because I saw
No,
various CVs which included various chart. The CSS is 90%, HTML is
yeah,
40% kind of thing. So is that
yeah.
give any impression, or it's just a waste of page
Um,
in
According to
your?
me, I don't
Yeah.
really like that, like
Hmm.
colored and stuff. I just like black and
Hmm.
white resume that was like
Hmm. Hmm.
traditional CV.
Yes,
So I
obviously.
just like that. and
Uh-huh.
use what do we call that? Use MS Word or latex to build your CV.
LaTeX.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So, which you have used, MS Word or LaTeX?
That time I used MS Word, and right now I have used latex.
Why you need now? You got
I don't
job.
know. It just looked. No, before that.
Yeah,
Uh,
obviously.
uh,
Before,
before that.
just before IBM. Okay, so that's done. But any tips about interview? How you approach an interview? How to be confident, because that's the most important thing. Everyone lose confidence when you sit in front of the recruiter.
Yeah. So for me, first 2 minutes I was nervous, but when he started asking me questions, then it was like, yeah, I know this. So I was really confident in the things that I have wrote. So
Mhm.
whatever he asked me, I just told him. So the main thing is whatever you write in your CV, you
Mhm.
must be confident. That's how you
Exactly.
don't get nervous in front of the
Uh,
interviewers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You have to be genuine, totally genuine. Like
Yes.
in
Yes.
the CV. Plus, if you are genuine in CV, then you don't have to fear about anything. And if you are fear free, then you will be confident there. Okay. And
Yes.
how to answer the question, like if recruiter ask you like okay, Seema, you taught a programming language, tell us more about this. So how to approach any answer, because that's also a very crucial skill.
Okay. Personally, I try to tell everything as easy language as possible. So I don't use fancy words. I just
Mhm.
use the technical words mostly because yeah. And if mostly I try to tell them that this technical word means simply in this language, like in normal English words. So the approach is this. Yeah.
Can you give us some example?
I try to relate everything in real world scenarios. So, uh,
Hmm.
okay, so yesterday, just like yesterday, I was going to see a doctor. So, uh, there was a train and the traffic was there, and all the cars and all the vehicles, two wheelers, four wheelers, are waiting.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
I don't know how, but I realized that this is kind of an the thing we learn in operating system, that
Okay.
this is deadlock situation and this process is busy right now and we can't really move because the training is going on. So yeah. That
Uh-huh.
was really that really amazed me because it never strike in my mind before that. So,
So is it like the teaching helps you a lot and in explaining
yes,
things, and that
yes, a
that
lot.
helped you in interview,
Yes,
and
yes, it
you are
does.
still teaching in your YouTube videos.
Yes,
So what
it
kind of
really helps a
videos?
lot.
Yes, what kind of videos you are uploading, and what's your plan for future in your YouTube?
Okay, so right now I'm just sharing whatever have learned. Like whenever I learn a new thing or whenever I do something that is out of my comfort zone, I share
Mhm.
that and encourage others to do the same because
Okay.
that's how you will learn. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your future plan for YouTube?
I don't know. I don't really think about that because
Okay.
if
Okay.
I do, I will be worried for that, and I
Yeah.
don't want to be worried. I just want to do what I love through YouTube. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so you said in the interview you used Python, but now you are
Yes.
learning JavaScript. So
Yes.
which one you really like?
Python.
Python. Why?
Yes.
Any other reason? Is it because your first language or because it is really something unique?
No, it was my third language. First
Third,
was C, C++. I
and
was
then
like,
Python.
no. I mean, when we start coding, so it's like we can code whatever the teacher taught us.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so we can't really think out of the box.
Correct.
And since my third language was Python, my mind was more mature to adapt everything, like
Hmm.
apply new learnings, apply my thinking, and build new projects. So I think, yeah, that was it. And since Python has so many libraries and packages, so that's really a easy job in Python.
Okay. And what about JavaScript?
I like
What's
JavaScript.
good about?
It's not like I hate JavaScript. Uh, I have tried learning JavaScript. I like 2 to 3 times.
Mhm,
Yeah, I understand everything what's going on, and it's not that um, difficult for me, at least
mhm.
for now. Yeah.
That's great. And you also have the DevOps related things like Docker, you said, and other things.
Yes.
So, so,
Docker, Kubernetes.
so,
Yeah.
yeah. So, which one you really like programming or like developing or DevOps thing? Developing means writing software
DevOps
or
is
managing.
the part of development. Yeah. I
No, no.
like
I mean
DevOps.
that what I make it clear. Like writing
Okay.
code to make a software or writing code for a DevOps thing.
If the code is in Python, yes, and DevOps is always there. I mean, yeah, I like DevOps and cloud. Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. So this is, I think we need to wrap up because, as you said, you have some issues, health issues. So we are going to wrap up it. But before we leave, I want to have a rapid fire round with you. So we are going
sure.
to have 10 questions which will be very very easy, but you don't have to think, you just need to quickly answer it. And then
Okay,
we will going to talk about everyone a little bit, and we will see how we end up this. So first one is Mac, Linux, Windows.
Linux,
Okay, I know. Early morning or late night coding?
late night,
Late night. What's your future plan for being a freelancer, continuing job, or doing some business
job.
job? Uh, I don't know about front end, but do you use Bootstrap or Tailwind CSS? If you like anyone,
No, no,
no, nothing. Then coffee, tea, beer, or milk?
coffee and tea.
Coffee and tea, both. Unique
Yeah,
combination. And then Twitter or Instagram?
Twitter.
Twitter. Okay, so this is not going to, I'm not going to ask which is Python or JavaScript, so leave it. You answer it. Okay, then podcast or versus video tutorials.
Video tutorials.
Okay, and Sublime, VS Code or IntelliJ IDs. Anyone?
VS Code.
VS Code, yeah. Okay, next and final one, which is teaching or learning. Difficult one.
Teaching, teaching because when we teach, we learn.
We
So
learn.
we
That's
get
what I
both.
want.
We get both
That's
things.
what, yeah, that's what I want to hear from you. Okay, so let's discuss about VS Code. So you said obviously VS Code. Yeah, it's obvious
Yes.
thing. So what's unique about VS Code?
It has a cool interface and a lot of extensions. We don't need to use other IDs and install them.
Exactly.
We, yeah,
Uh,
we can work anything in VS Code.
so for Python, have you used that PyCharm,
Yeah,
IntelliJ's?
I really don't like that. I use that.
I don't like it because it's heavy, and VS Code
Yeah.
is so quick in just moment it just started, and you can start working. But for PyCharm you have to
Yes.
wait, you have to do lots of stuff, so really hate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and next one is Mac, Linux, Windows. You chose Linux obviously since you
Linux.
have
Yeah.
passion about Linux, but what
Yeah.
about Mac and Windows?
Uh, I want to buy a MacBook. Yeah, it was like it's fancy and
Yeah.
it feels
Fancy thing.
like the look and feel is good. Yeah, and
It's like
also it has like its terminal is good, better than Windows. So yeah,
uh,
Windows at the last.
at the last. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Twitter and Instagram. This is the final one we are going to discuss. So why Twitter? Why not Instagram? Because nowadays youth are going there and everyone is like there. Why Twitter?
Okay. Twitter, the Dave community, of course, and
Hmm.
we get to stay updated on Twitter. Yeah, and Instagram is just for memes and reels. So if you want some entertainment, we can go for Instagram. And but if you want to stay updated in our
Yeah.
tech, so yeah, I
Hmm.
would choose Twitter for that.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so thank you, Seema, for being here. And final thing I want to ask is what after IBM?
Um, I don't know.
It's okay.
I
It's just
didn't think of that.
you just started, so that's you just need to focus here on IBM.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really really nice, Seema, and your tips, your journey, really inspiring, and we learn a lot, like how to write a good CV, how to be confident in an interview, and how to approach, and it's totally like a dream come true once you got in a company like IBM. So
Yeah.
once again, a big congratulations to you, and wish good luck for your future,
Thank you
for
so
your health.
much.
Okay, so
Thank you.
that's it for today's Dev Talk, people, and we will be having next week a freelancing expert from Pakistan. So stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, and follow Seema on Twitter, and also subscribe to her YouTube channel, which is Bash Woman, and.
Yeah.
We are going to end this, and it's soon because Seema has some health issues, so we need to wrap it up so that she will not get trouble. Okay,
Yeah.
so Seema, just stay here. I'm going to end this live, and I'm saying bye bye to everyone. You can also wave your hand if you
Yeah.
like. So
Bye
people,
bye.
bye bye.